Today, I'm gonna be heading to the rainforest. I have that booked. Maybe see some crocodiles. That's the plan. Right now I'm exploring a small little town called Port Douglas. It's nice to see some of these other small little towns that they have around here. I just walked through the whole town and already made it back to the end. They gave us like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes here to stop. When I first told my dad I was going to Australia, he was like, oh, isn't that where a lot of sharks are? Isn't that where there's a lot of shark attacks? And like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, I hope so. Like when I go diving, that'd be so cool to film some sharks, to see some sharks, you know? But he was concerned like, oh, that's where the shark attacks are. And then when I'm talking to the locals here, they're like, oh, no, you stay out of the waters here because of all the crocodiles and the jellyfish. There's so many beautiful beaches here. So many beautiful beaches, and most of it you can't go out and surf or play in because of the jellyfish or the crocodiles. So they have to like mark off certain areas, you know, with netting for anybody to swim or play in the water there. Alright, I'll show you an example real quick. These signs are set up just all along this whole area here. When you come down here, you can see the actual designated swim areas that they have. Not a very big area here, but the rest of the coast is, you know, you might get jellyfish. There's the bus behind that bush there. Let's get on to the next stop.
Do get what we call the displaced male crocodiles coming up here. And that's the male crocs that don't have a territory, they don't have a home.
Most trees in Australia have what we call tap roots, which go all the way down to the water table. But up here in the rainforest, there's no water table, right? So what they have instead is these buttress roots here. And what they do is they spread far and wide across the rainforest floor. The downside is when the big storms come through here, they get pushed over really, really easily. And then they lay their eggs in there. Right, so if you eat these figs, you can eat them, but they will taste very crunchy because they're full of wasp eggs, okay, and dead wasps. So they're very crunchy, maybe a bit extra protein, you know. But they burrow in there, and that's how they pollinate the fig. So every species of fig tree has its own species of wasp to pollinate it. This is called a script lily, or another name for this is a knife lily, right? Now the reason we call them knife lilies, if I take my hand and I go like this, I love people's faces. When I go like that, it feels fine, right? It doesn't have any problem whatsoever. But if I go the other way, it's gonna slice me open, right? Like a really nasty serrated edge steak knife. As you can see, it's got these nasty little teeth on the side of it here. So what that means is the little green tree frogs that live up here, they make their habitats in these because they can move along these leaves without bending or breaking them, right? But their predators, the snakes, if a snake tries to crawl in here, he's gonna slice his belly open, right? Same as the birds, right? If a bird flies in here, he's going to cut his wings up. So it means that it's bad news for the snakes, but good news for the little tree frogs. Anything like that. They're called a cassowary plum, right? And they're the cassowary's favorite food. They love to eat those, and they swallow them whole. So it's kind of like an ostrich eating an orange, you know? It's like really, really strange. They have these big lumps and they swallow them whole. Now about 80-85% of that fruit is a seed. It's a really big, large wooden seed. And so when the cassowaries swallow them, of course they have to pass them as well, right? So that's why they're so grumpy. There's a big one that grows to about this big. And we'll see it when we get up to Cape Tribulation, but it's called a golden orb spider. Cows stepping on the nest. So yeah, yellow ants are the worst ones. Yeah. But electric ants do that. Alright, so these tables are ours here, the Adventure Company ones.
Way up here in the rainforest, and look who I run into. One of the girls from the reef, Jessica. Well, it is a rainforest that I came to. Where rainforest meets beach. They have these little resorts out here as well where you can stay in like one of these places. I mean, that'd be pretty cool too, you know? But it's just a little bit more isolated, so you don't get to do as much. You're just kind of stuck here at the little beach houses. You got the beach there to just relax on, the pool, the bar. But that's really about it. Some of these plants here look almost like they are umbrellas. Look at this. Right here's a really good one. Oh. What is this? Ice cream in the jungle? What is this fruit?
Black sapote. So it does have natural chocolate flavour. When it's ripe, it's really, really soft, and then inside it is just like chocolate mousse or chocolate pudding.
Okay.
They grow really well in the wet tropics. By itself in the ice cream, it looks like that. There is no chocolate or cocoa in there. It's just made with fruit.
Oh wow. What's the good mixtures with it?
I prefer the black sapote with chocolate liqueur. It just gives it that little bit of extra chocolate flavour.
All right, let's do it.
It is delicious, and they're locally grown. And there we are for $5, and that will soften up in a couple of minutes.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, enjoy.
And did you get the sapote one?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, good choice.
It's an interesting tree. There's some weird parts to it. I'm out here now looking for crocodiles.
Crossing our fingers to see the big fella, the big alpha male. He's about 4.5 metres. The monster, 700 kilo. Be good to see him. We haven't seen him yet today.
Pretty hard to see, but he's right there. First one was pretty hard to spot, but hopefully we'll see another one here soon. Seen 3 crocodiles and a lot of fruit bats hanging in the trees. The crocodiles weren't the easiest to see. Jessica said she did the crocodile boat as well, and they've only seen one with a lot of bats. So I guess we've seen a little bit more. We did a little bit better.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Stay out of the water.